Nation.
You're watching KALB-TV 5. Live from the news leader of Central Louisiana. The latest news with Steve Coco and Mary Ann Clary. Sports with Mark Hamlin. And meteorologist Tom Convica with your weather. This is News Central 5 at 10.
Good evening. Battery and neglect charges have been brought against the stepfather of a severely battered girl.
Indiana authorities today arraigned 34-year-old Terry Gray on charges of neglect of a dependent and 1 count of battery. They say Gray is to blame for the 6 months of abuse to 2-year-old Courtney. He is being held in lieu of a $100,000 cash bond. The mother of the girl, 22-year-old Vicki Gray, has admitted herself into the psychiatric unit at Huey P. Long Medical Center. Indiana authorities were working on an arrest warrant for Vicki Gray on a charge of neglect of a dependent.
Central Louisiana law enforcement and juvenile justice officials participated today in a training seminar on the state's new children's code. The purpose of the seminar, which was held at the Alexandria Bentley Hotel, was to help officials and juvenile program directors implement the children's code. Deborah Broussard has more.
The Red River Delta Law Enforcement Planning Council, in cooperation with the Renaissance Home for Youth, sponsored the Children's Code training seminar. Louisiana's Children's Code went into effect on January 1st.
We're looking at the title involving delinquency for the new Code of Procedure. So a lot of people involved in juvenile matters, including judges, district attorneys, law enforcement certainly, and those people in corrections and probation and parole are getting together to review the new code document, which took effect January 1st of this year.
The Children's Code does not contain sweeping changes in juvenile laws. It's better described as a codification of all laws pertaining to juveniles.
So we're looking in perspective at a document that was 5 years in the making. In which you had 85 sources of law now codified in one single document. So what allows everybody to do is to know more precisely what the law is and to organize it in such a way that it can be more effectively implemented.
The first of its kind in the state, this seminar focused on the juvenile delinquency portion of the Children's Code. It will take some time to implement the new code into the court system. But Tilly says the effort will be worth it.
That it does some real good things for the child, and I think it does some real good things for people who are working in the best interest of children and for the community at large and the electorate at large. So I would consider it to be a win-win-win situation.
According to Tilly, Louisiana's Children's Code is considered to be one of the best in the nation. Deborah Broussard, News Central 5.
When we come back, Texas Rangers storm a home in Kilgore and shoot and kill an 83-year-old crippled woman.
And for adults only, a group of trading cards featuring serial killers, and some people are shocked.
How will the newly elected administration affect Central Louisiana? News Central 5 reporter Rob Johnson talks to recently elected lawmakers and officials. Will it be the same old politics, or will the new administration build an economic future for the state?
It is time for us to join hands, work together, and start anew.
A 4-part series beginning Monday. Matters of State, the Edwards Agenda. Only on News Central 5 at 6.
The Texas Rangers are looking into a tragic mistake in Kilgore. Yesterday, Kilgore narcotics officers broke down the door to an elderly woman's home, and one of them shot her to death as she lay in bed. 83-year-old, bedridden, crippled Annie Ray Dixon was asleep behind the unlocked door. The lawmen were reported looking for drugs and a suspect in Dixon's home. Officials say officers had made undercover drug buys at the house. The officer who shot the woman is on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. Dixon is the second person within 4 months shot by a Kilgore police officer. Residents of a Colton, California neighborhood say they want to know why police shot and killed an unarmed man who commandeered a bus from Phoenix. The man led police on a high-speed chase for hundreds of miles until he stopped in the Colton neighborhood this morning. The neighborhood turned out to be his home, and authorities say he was shot in his own driveway. One neighbor says the man was walking toward his home without any intent to harm anyone.